Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is, can you really trust your best friend with your man? Can you really trust your best friend with your man? Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I did pull a short video. Let's watch this video, and we have a letter. Then we're going to dive right into this letter and talk about this issue. Can you really trust your best friend with your man? Here we go.
Listen, girls, I do not believe you should ever be introducing your man to your friends unless you've known that friend for a very long time and she's got a man herself. If your friend is single, don't even dare, don't you even dare show her your man. I don't care. Don't show your single friends your man. Don't bring your single friends around your man. Don't tell your single friends what your man is doing for you and the good things he's doing for you. Straight up, girls in their nature start to feel jealous. Every girl wants a man. Don't ever listen to any girl that says, I don't need a man. Every girl wants a man and wants to feel loved. Majority of women, yeah? Women are very competitive people to hang around them. You've got to understand how to maneuver around women. So I used to tell my friend all the fantastic things that my boyfriend used to do for me, not knowing that she's taking notes. Is taking notes of how she's going to steal my boyfriend.
Okay, let's read this letter. And she entitles her letter, A Longtime Friend That Turned on Me. My now ex-best friend turned on me a few months ago. We have been friends since 10th grade, and we both are 28 and 29. She has always been a party girl, and I have always been the opposite. But if she asked me to go to parties or events, I would. We wouldn't talk every day. When we did talk, she would always ask me to go to a party or something. And I have outgrown all the partying and low vibrational environments. So a part of me started drifting away from the friendship anyway, because I started realizing we are just two different people. I have been celibate going on a year, and she has been having sex with 2 or 3 different guys at a time. Wow. But was still living with her baby father at the time. She has 1 child, and I also have 1 child. So we ran into an issue a few months ago regarding her baby father. He does work on cars, so I paid him to put an alternator and a starter in my car. She drove him over to my house each time. I would always talk to him through her phone about pricing. He came 2 times after that to fix my car again, and she didn't come those times, so she gave him my number so he could text me when he was driving to my house to fix it. Okay, sounds cordial to me. Everything was cool. Then one day, I texted him to ask could he put my battery on, and he said yes, and he gave me a price. I guess he told her he was going to put my battery on, and she texted me saying, hey, why you didn't ask me if he could come fix your car instead of texting him? Oh, but that doesn't make any sense. Okay, somehow she's gotten jealous of you. Something has happened that she's gotten jealous. Maybe he said something. Maybe he said that you're a nice person or that you look nice or whatever. But somehow she got triggered about you. And that's why she's coming at you like this. Then I asked her, Is it a problem? She said yes, because why are y'all texting? And I know nothing about it. Then the conversation went back and forth because she felt like I should have gone through her to ask him to fix my car. And she also said he was her dude in the text. But I didn't know they were together because she clearly said they weren't. Okay, wait a minute now. Now that doesn't make sense either, because earlier in the letter, you did say that she's living with her baby daddy. So if they are living together, you knew they were together. You knew they were living together. Okay. So let's go on with the letter. They both were seeing and sleeping with other people and just co-parenting under one roof at the time. Oh, that's why you did it. You made a judgment call because you assume, because this is your best friend and your best friend is sharing everything she's doing, everything that she knows he's doing with you. So now you figured that you would slip and slide on in there and get your benefit. That was wrong. You wrong. You did wrong. I wasn't trying to cross any boundaries. I just simply asked to get my battery on. It ain't that innocent. No. No, not buying it. But for her to turn on me and approach me the way she did made me never want to be her friend again. Well, you messed with her man. You crossed the line. You knew that they were together, but apparently you must have approached him like you felt like you could use him. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Something happened between the time when you and her were conversing on the phone, having him to fix the car, than when you jumped and did what you did. Now, maybe he said something to her, about you. And so when you did what you did, I don't know. But something happened in between that time. But for you to say that that they weren't together, how can you make a judgment like that when she lives with him? How can you say that they weren't together? Because all of the things that she's told you about them living together and the problems that they face and things like that, you took advantage of that. Okay? So you say it made you never want to be friends again. Okay. I was always a good friend, helped her when she was sick, came to her baby shower, birthday party, etc. Even snuck and bought her a pregnancy test because she thought she was pregnant by another dude while staying with her baby father. See, you know the dirt. So you just figure, they weren't together. So why not? Why not take your piece? Let me tell you something about that. I had a best friend when I lived in New York. And I was a single mother. And I dated this man. I was like his mistress for a long time. So when I met another man and decided I wanted to marry the other man, I broke it off with the man that I was the mistress with. Come to find out, he came to me to tell me that my best friend hit on him. I was furious. I don't know if that's just me, but I was furious. Now, this man had his wife and everything, but in my mind, it was still mine. It was, you understand? I spent a lot of time with this man. And for my best friend to go after the man just because I married somebody else, the friendship was over. And that's not the first time something like that happened. I had my very first love. I had this best friend, and I mean, that puppy kind of love where you can't wait to see him. You sneak around, little girls sneak around, just try to get a glimpse of him and things like that. Well, my best friend was with me for years while we snuck around. It started in junior high school and went all the way up through high school. And Once in a while, me and the man would date. Me and the young man, we were both very young in our teens. We would date, and what that meant in those days was that he was allowed to come over to my house for an hour and sit on the sofa or sit on the porch and talk while my parents were in a close room or whatever. It was no going out together, out and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we did that for a while. And when my family moved from that state, we were still, I didn't realize that long distance relationships don't work. But, because I'm a young girl, we were still trying to hold on to each other and stuff. Come to find out that my best friend asked him to go to the prom with her. I don't think I'm over it yet. I really don't think I'm over it yet. That thing hit me right in my heart. So I could understand where this girl is coming from, because you can't trust your best friend. Your best friend wants what you have. And when the best friend finds out that you have some little issues or whatever, the best friend is looking at your man. I don't know why. And I know that you are the best friend writing a letter, but I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. You're wrong. Now let's finish your letter. I cannot tell you much she have ever done for me. See this? She has reached out after that, trying to be friends again, but I didn't respond. I feel like I could never be her friend again, because now she is so-called engaged to a new guy that she has known for a few months. See, you still throwing stones at her because she called you out. She called you out on messing with her man. Whether she's with the man or not. If she was with the man, it should be hands off. This is just my opinion, ladies. This is just my opinion. If I have a friend or a relative, and their marriages didn't work out, their relationships didn't work out, I'm not gonna go date that man at all. Period. It's in my way of thinking, it's off limits. Now I know that women do it. Your sister and her husband break up, and then you want to go marry her husband. No, or your friend. That's not for me. So I'm with your friend on this one. I thought you were wrong. And see, now you're still throwing stones, talking about she's got a new guy and all of this. She may think I would want him behind her back. You're darn right she thought that. And you probably did. Because if she got that intuition that you were up to no good, you probably were. I don't trust it. I just think she's too male-centered for me. I'm over the friendship. I would like to know your opinion. Well, I hope I gave it to you. I hope I gave you my opinion. You are the best friend. That's her man or men or whatever the situation is. And when she dumps them, you need to be with your friend, not trying to pick up what she dumped. Pick up the men that she didn't want. Stay out of that. There are plenty of men out there. Why you want a man that she's been with? No, I wouldn't like it either. So I'm with your friend. I do believe that, ladies, now if you have a best friend, and you may have been best friend for ages, and you are really infatuated with some man, and of course you're going to share everything with your best friend about the man, whether he treats you good or whether he treats you bad or whether he treats you indifferent. You share it with your best friend. But ladies, some of these best friends are not really your best friend. And I say that because women are too competitive. Too competitive. And if they see that you have a man, maybe they don't have a man. Maybe they can't get a man. You understand? But if they see that you have a man, number one, They're looking at that man for them. You understand? Only because you got a man. Now, if the man is good to you, that makes them really want that man. Now, why that is a lot of best friends that are like that, ladies. And you need to keep your eyes open and don't always trust your best friend. In fact, I had two best friends to try to stab me in the back with men. No, well, not really. Three best friends tried to stab me in the back with men. And some of them hit on the man when I was still with them. You can't always trust your best friend, I'm sorry to say, because women are very competitive. But in the beginning of your friendship, maybe you should tell your best friend, listen, whether it works out with this man or not, when it's over, don't go after the man. Don't do it or our friendship's going to be over. And you can set that boundary right off top. And if she's your best friend, then maybe she will respect that. But women, I hope you understand this message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. You can't always trust your best friend, especially with your man, because she's looking at him. She's got the same taste that you have. So whatever you adore about him, she adores about him too. And she's probably thinking if he ever became available, she's going to be right there. So keep your eyes open, ladies, and take care of yourself. I hope that I've said something that can help someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.